So you don't believe that you're African?
No, If I believed I was African, man, I already don't like Africans already.
Whoa!
Yeah, I don't like Africans.
Wait, hold on.
When you think
you don't like Africans?
Africans don't even like us. Keep it 100, man.
Explain that. So do you align your beliefs like the ADOS and the FBA? Are you aligned?
No, because what separates us? So ADOS and FBA stick primarily with the blacks that came over here on slave ships.
Got it.
What makes us different is we include Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans,
got it,
Colombians. Those all our brothers too.
Got it.
So FBA cat gonna say, yeah, you know, Bob Marley is cool, but he ain't one of us. Well, okay. Bob Marley ain't one of us either. Let me use somebody different because Bob Marley's white.
Wait, hold on, easy. Hold on now. I'm Jamaican and Haitian. Whoa, come on, Cat. Right, you can't talk about Bob like that. You can't talk about Bob like that, yo. You can't.
Wait, but Bob's father's white, right?
Yes, that's still Marley, but you can't talk about Bob. He didn't identify with that. He didn't identify with that.
I'll give you that. So he identified with his mother's culture.
He did,
with his mother's side.
He did, yes.
But we believe whatever your father is, that's what you is.
Got it. Okay, so that you stand with that.
Yeah, we stand with that.
You say things and you contradict yourself. Bob Marley is who his father is. That is what you want to tell us. But you too, you are who your father is. And the father of your father came from Africa. So you are part of us. You can never detach the tree from the root. Because the root is part of the tree and remains part of it. And without the root, the tree can never stand. This is common sense.
Black Americans, listen. Please stop referring to yourself as African American. That Pan-Africanism, that whole movement to unify Black Americans with Africans, listen, that's a hoax. They want a destiny swap with us. They want to take our culture and our dollars and take it back to Africa. You see what they did with the Essence Festival. If y'all keep feeding into this narrative that we are all the same, they are brothers and sisters, what's going to end up happening is when it comes time for reparation for what our ancestors went through, not theirs, the ones that they sold, not theirs, what's going to happen is they're going to send Black Americans reparations over to Africa. And they are not our friends. They are not our allies. And I hope y'all can realize this and wake up.
You know, this video exposed how ignorant some Black Americans are. You don't like Africans and we don't have any problem with our statements. We don't hate Black Americans. If you don't like us, that is your own cup of tea. But for you to say that Jamaicans are your brothers, Haitians are your brothers, those in the Southern America are your brothers, but Africans are not your brother, you are ignorant because you were taken from Africa. Your forefathers were taken from Africa. And you made a contradiction in your statement. You said Bob Marley is not one of you because Bob Marley's father is white and you are who your father is. Don't forget that you too, as a Black American, you are who your father is. And the fathers of your fathers came from Africa. So what the hell is wrong with you? What are you guys smoking that makes you go insane sometimes? What the hell with some Black Americans? You say things and you contradict yourself. Bob Marley is who his father is. That is what you want to tell us. But you too, you are who your father is. And the father of your father came from Africa. So you are part of us. You can never detach the tree from the root. Because the root is part of the tree and remains part of it. And without the root, the tree can never stand. This is common sense. Why are you ashamed of yourself? Why do you hate yourself so much as a Black American? Why are you afraid of being African? What is wrong with being African? That narrative that the colonial masters told you, that false representation of Africa, that false information they gave you about Africa is never true. We don't live on trees. We are not poor. And we are not dirty. Like they show you on your social televisions, like they show you in your books, that false narrative they have written in some of your history books. That is not Africa. They lied to you. Recently, ISOSpeed came to Africa, and you all saw how beautiful Africa is, how developed Africa is. So if you claim that you're not part of us and you hate Africans, you don't like Africans, don't say Africans don't like you too. Because there's no single Africa who got a time to hate any Black American. We got nothing to take from you. And we don't hate you. When George Floyd was murdered, it was a grief of all Africans. We felt it that one of us is gone in a wrongful manner. You are the ones who got problem with us Africans. We don't have any problem with you. And let me tell you, the foundation of Black Americans, stop deceiving yourself, because you can never be who you are not. You are trying to be your colonial masters. You are trying to represent your colonial masters, which you are not. And no matter how hard you try, you are not one of them. And they will always remind you that you are not one of them. What is wrong with some of Black Americans? Why do you want to be white? What is so special about being white? Don't you know that as an African, you are supreme? The white man even wishes to be like you, but they won't tell you the secret. Why do you degrade yourself? Why do you hate yourself? Why do you see yourself as inferior? Black Americans, that is how you see yourself. Almost the majority of you people sees yourself as inferior. So you try your best to join the white race. You try your best to denounce yourself that you are not African. But humanity started from Africa. Civilization started in Africa. Let me tell you, you don't know who you are. That is why you hate yourself. I pray to God Almighty to open your eyes to see how superior you are as an African. A zebra being taken from Africa to America is still a zebra. A lion being taken from Africa to America is still a lion. So you cannot run away from yourself. It is impossible to run away from yourself. That is what I want to tell all Black Americans, that the task of running away from yourself is impossible. That mission cannot be accomplished. And it is better if you abort that mission before it is too late. Because you cannot hate yourself and survive. You cannot uproot the roots and the tree stands. It is impossible. A word to the wise, as I always say, it is enough. My name is Don Cyrus. I am always speaking to the wise. Africans got no problem with you Black Americans. And if indeed Haitians, Jamaicans, South Americans are your brothers and sisters, then Africans are your brothers and sisters too. Why are you ashamed of yourself? Thanks for watching. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in my next video. Stay awesome.